Welcome to the Universal Marketer's Guide Advanced Series, Lesson 1. Folks, today we are going to get into the meat and potatoes of what is actually driving traffic to the UMG Info site. To kick off this advanced series, we're going to really get into your web presence. And to get into your web presence, we need to understand a few things. If you have not already created a website, remember I introduced Nouveau to you at the beginning of the affiliate series. Right after this lesson comes the Nouveau series, and I really need you to get involved with the Nouveau series, really get into the WYSIWYG editor, learn how to create a web page. Next lesson, I believe we're going to get into domain names and hosting. And we're going to get you an opportunity to actually create a domain name and host your product, or host your web page, host your web page on the internet. And from there, we're going to start getting into what I'm about ready to show you, a little bit ahead of where we're going to actually do it, but at least you know where we're going with this. First of all, Web 2.0. Web 2.0 is a society-based web environment. Web 2.0 websites would be like YouTube, MySpace. YouTube is the third highest ranked website in the United States. So I've picked YouTube as my jumping off point into this series to show you how I'm getting the Alexa ratings up, which we'll get into a little bit in the following series. How I'm getting the Alexa ratings up, how I'm getting Google Analytics, which we're also going to introduce to you in this series, going and using that information to really figure out what's hitting my site, what's not, and really going from there. So let's jump off this site right here, YouTube. Again, this is the platform that I'm using, and I'm going to show you SEO tools. In this series, folks, we're going to learn about web presence, we're going to learn about SEO tools, how to apply them, we're going to learn about spiders and bots. But to start off with SEO tools, the link should be underneath the video. Go to this, type in any website that you wish, and what this is going to do is going to show you how a spider is actually looking at your website. You know, we go ahead and we put all the pictures and everything else on there and makes it look good for us. But these robots don't look at what we look at. So it would be good to understand how your site is looked from the aspect of a robot or a spider. Now, in case you didn't know what a spider is, that is a program that crawls your website, picks out the wording content, your meta tags, picks out your links and this kind of thing, and reports back to its master server, if you will. And from there, it determines whether your web page is relevant or not relevant to the searches that are being conducted on whatever web search accesses this database. So with that, let's go ahead and look at the UMG Info website, UMG Info, and hit go. Now what this tells me is that my URL, UMG Info, which if we click that it should take us straight to the page, and it does, has been copied by Google and Google Text. The pages have been indexed by Google, Yahoo, Microsoft, and Ask. Additionally, it'll tell you here's my meta tag keywords, my description, and right here the text. That's a lot of words right in there. This is all the text that is on the page as a robot sees it. You notice there's no real rhyme or reason on here, no spacing that we could really discern, because robots aren't concerned with that. They just want to know what text is in your page, and this is how the robot will report it to the hive, so to speak. It gives you number of words, which is 786, 350 distinct words. Now, this is the important part right here. Keywords. Keywords. These keywords may not necessarily be in my meta tags or in my description or in my headers, but these keywords right here actually came from the text or the content of the website. These keywords here actually came from this content of the website. kind of cool. So as you can look through here, you see what keywords are popping pretty good and their relevance. And down here, links. This is another very, very important part of SEO optimization. Also making sure that your site gets out there on, well, on the secret I'm about ready to share with you. And as you can see, I've got quite a few links that are attached to this site. Let's get into this real quick. Links and backlinks, you may have heard me mention it before in other lessons, are very, very important. Links to a site creates a reference point. It's that point in which you go from your server to that server to see that page. That server documents it as a reference point where you came from. And what that does, when the spiders and robots crawl their website, they pick up that your site was relevant in that it was a referral to this site. If they get enough hits like that, folks, those robots and spiders will begin to go to your site as well and start tracking what you have. So that's a link. Now a backlink is where you go to, like, let's say YouTube. Go back to YouTube real quick. On YouTube, if you click any one of these videos, let's click this one, you'll notice here's my website address. This is what we call a backlink. A backlink. Basically, when the robots and stuff go through YouTube, being the number 3rd website, they are going to go through it. They're going to hit this as a backlink. When they get to this, they're going to go to this website to see what it's all about. And when they get to this website, they're going to go through all of what they're looking for, and they're going to see something similar to this. That's links and backlinks. That's very important for this series, links and backlinks. So now back to YouTube. That's my links and backlinks that I'm using with YouTube. This is how I'm able to generate my high Alexa ratings and get my relevancy up. As you can see by this search right here on SEO Tools, I have now been indexed by 4 of the major ISPs. So I'm definitely doing something right, and I hope that you guys see value in what I'm doing and sharing it with you. As a mentor and as a teacher and as an educator, I really want to get everybody to a point of success. So folks, I'm really not holding anything back. If I'm going too fast, pause the video. Take time, do some research. If you have to, get in touch with me. If I'm able to get back to you in a timely fashion, I'll be more than happy to help with whatever situation that you may have. As I looked at the pages that were indexed, Ask, I've never done anything with Ask, and I was kind of curious as to how they got hold of my site. And so I went to Ask. So this is ask.com. Keeping in mind I've never done anything with this company at all, and yet I'm in their web searches. Why is that? When I got to this site, I started to poke around a little bit, and you will see that this is our YouTube video for NewView 5, I believe. As a matter of fact, here's all of my videos. Now, why would my videos be on this search engine? I'm not sure, but just to make make sure I wasn't getting too far out of hand, I went ahead and watched one of these things, and you'll notice that this is the YouTube, but this is not the page. This isn't my page. This is their domain page called uTutorial.
This is Mentor Wayne with the Universal Marketer's Guide. This is going...
So somehow or other, I got on ututorial.com using YouTube, which has now picked me up into Ask. So if you haven't already got a YouTube account, go ahead and sign up for a YouTube account. Folks, if you want free traffic to your website and to what you're doing, go ahead and sign up for a YouTube account or a MySpace account or a Bizpreneur account or something. Get into that Web 2.0 interacting with other people so other people can see what you were doing, and go ahead and put in some links and backlinks. Guys, we're going to get into a lot in this series. I surely do hope you enjoy it. This is Wayne with the Universal Marketer's Guide saying, have blessings.